Howdy folks, welcome to today's home today. As y'all can tell, we're out here in the skinning shed. And, well, this is attempt 2. So, well, y'all see one coon hide over there. That one, I got to check it and see if the first stayed in it. For some reason, the last one I did, oh yeah, first staying, for what I can tell. But, the last one I tried to do, try to make a coon skin hat. And, well, didn't work. Blood on my face. I don't know. But it didn't work. All the hair fell out of it for some reason. But last night, we treated another one. Oh, Ricky here. Ricky, another old dog. Ricky, he struck on the track. He didn't tree it. The old dog ended up treeing it. But I went ahead and knocked him out. And, well, here he is. It was a 9-pound coon. Not a very big one. Well, I mean, pretty good size. About average or so. But, so we're going to try to make a coon skin hat out of this. So, well, now I've got this coon skin out. I fleshed it. So now I need to get a piece of plywood in here so I can work on it. So that's going to be very hard, but we're going to do it. So I need to clean off this table. I'm going to go dump all these scraps and stuff. And then I'll be back. But let's go dump these scraps real quick. Yeah, well, buzzards have just about plucked all this clean. There's a fox, a bunch of deer. So that's where I throw all my stuff in this gully right here. That smells skunk bad. I don't know what happened to everything. There was 3 possums and 2 skunks laying right here last week. And everything's just gone all of a sudden. It's kind of odd. Don't know where it all went to. But I don't care. I'm glad it's gone. Glad it's being eaten, but I just wonder what ate it. I guess buzzards. You'll see buzzard. You'll see buzzard feathers. And I see one flying right there. So I don't know what it is. But let's go back up here, get the plywood. We're gonna run to the store in a little bit and get some salt. Maybe tomorrow, we'll have to see. But let's get the plywood. Okay. Here comes the fun part. Getting this in there. This is very heavy. Let's start out with that. Maybe I can find a smaller piece. I'm gonna walk around and see if I can find a smaller piece. Okay. I don't know how I walked by the first time, but I did. Just perfect. And it ought to be exactly right for this coon. Well, now, let's get it back without tripping over some wood and dying. Hopefully we can do that. Okay. We made it through all the wood. Now, just gotta get in the skinning shed. And I'm not gonna board the coon right now. I'm gonna wait till I get some salt. Then I'll board the coon. Yeah, well, we got the coon hide wrapped up here. And now, let's head on back to the house. And I'll pick y'all back up when we go to the store to get some salt. All right, y'all, well, out here in the skinning shed again. And, well, we got the coon boarded up here. And y'all probably wondering, what is this thing here? Well, it's holding the leg up so it'll dry. Not sure how much of the leg I'm going to need, so kept as much on that one. I cut this one a little short, which that's all I think I'll need for a hat. I think I'm just going to sew the hole shut. But, actually thinking about it, I'm going to go back to the house and grab my sewing stuff. And, well, actually, I'll just take the coon back with me. And I'll sew it up at the house. Because there's a couple other holes I'd like to sew up too. But, well, there's the coon. I have a little bit of salt. I have just enough to be able to get the fur to go into it, I guess you could call it. Because I don't want to leave it too long and let the fur fall out of it. So, either way, let's get this coon back over to the house and I'll pick y'all back up. Well, did y'all know your old boy Squirrely knows how to sew? Well, I had to give me a drink. I got thirsty. But, well, sewing stuff's right there. Well, I gotta take some nails out and get some stuff situated and then I'll pick y'all back up. Yeah, well, I'm gonna sew this hole first. And then I'm gonna cut the arm off here. Then I'm gonna sew these, then I'm gonna cut the arm off. Sew this little hole in the middle. That's just the bullet holes, but probably don't really need to sew them, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyways. And I'm gonna just sew that up. I cut a little bit off, not much. And then there's one little hole in the face. I might worry about it, I might not. But put all my nails in this jar so I don't lose them. But I'm gonna get to sewing. I'm not gonna get it on video, but I am gonna start sewing. 30-some minutes later, I got 3 holes sewed up in 30 minutes. Sewing takes a little while for me, but I'm just slow altogether, so really doesn't matter. But let me show you. So this one's just too small. I gave up on it. I couldn't sew that. But this one, you don't know what's there. I mean, you can see it in the inside, but like that, you don't know what's there. This one I still got to do, and that little one I might fool with. I don't know what that was. But other than that, there ain't really no other holes I got to sew. I mean, this and this. I might sew up the ears. I don't know. I don't know how I should do that. But I'll see. And well, I'm gonna get sewing on that leg. Got to be quiet. Good morning, buddy. Good morning. Somebody tired. Yeah, buddy. What are you doing? Oh, yeah. Somebody's happy dog. Okay, well, I gave him this fair warning to wake up. But, well, we're done. Got everything sewed up. Now I'm gonna go grab a little bit of salt. I have a little bit. I don't have very much. I have just enough to be able to, I think, just get just a few specks throughout the whole thing. But I might have some borax too, and I don't know if I can put that on or not. I can't remember. I have to look it up. But well, let's go grab just a little bit of salt. Well, I got a little bit of everything. Got a little baking soda, got a little salt, and well, let's start spreading this stuff on here. If I can figure out a way to set y'all up. We're gonna start out with the salt. Let's see how much I can get on here. Might not have to put none of the other stuff on there. I'm kind of hoping that, but we'll see. I'm gonna rub it in all places of the hide. Well, there we go. I'm gonna spread a little bit of this on there, then I'll pick y'all back up. Finally done for tonight. Well, we'll do all this again tomorrow. Hopefully I can get some salt tomorrow. I gotta go to the store. I'm probably just gonna get the 50-pound bag because I need some for the deer. I need some for these. I say deer. I got 2 deer in the freezer I want to attempt to tan. Got 1 squirrel. And then a fox. And I got something else. I might have a coon. I don't really know. I kind of want to go look now and figure out what I got. But it don't matter. I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed. And it's about 8:30. Oh, I'm tired. I'm going to go in and work on YouTube videos for a couple hours. Because I got to get some out for y'all. I work on some every night for a couple hours. And I seem to get nowhere. Very slow worker. But I get stuff done sooner or later. So, well, salt on the bottom, baking soda on top. I was reading something. It said it neutralizes the hide. So, it makes the hair hold better. I don't know. I've never done it before. And I really just kind of had it laying around, and I'm not going to use it for anything because I don't have any other deer heads to boil. Because see that? That's not a boiled head, but to do European mounts. So, well, I'm going to go in. Got to go wash some of my clothes, and then I'm going to work on YouTube videos. Still got to eat dinner and all, so. Well, I'll pick y'all back up tomorrow when we start working on this again. Okay, well, it's like day, I don't know, but we're still working on the coon. Well, got him rolled up here. And I got cotton in the ears and in the nose. And still have not gotten any salt. Well, I was supposed to get it today, and well, got to the store. Guess what? Didn't have any money. Great. Well, I forgot it at home. But that's besides the point. So, I reckon we can just throw some more baking soda on it. That's all I really got. And they say that will cure it in a way. Fishing reel. Looking at that. So I gotta find another one. But back to what we're doing. Sorry. But yeah, so I'm gonna throw a little more baking powder on it with baking soda. And I gotta re-nail the whole thing. And well, I'll pick y'all back up next time we fool with the hide. Yeah, well, here's the coon hide. We finally got it dried out. It's kind of like paper now. Well, we're going to put the solution on it. So I'm going to be doing the orange tan. I've had it work before, and it actually worked really good. But I didn't get to it in time to stretch it. So I'm going to put it on right now, the solution. And I don't know. I'm going to have to call my buddy and talk to him, see what he says. But I think you're supposed to let it set for 24 hours and then stretch it. Or you might supposed to stretch it as it sets. I don't know. I'll call my buddy. He knows how to do it. So, well, let's go grab the solution out the shed and get to it. Okay. Well, I'm glad I looked up a YouTube video. Because I about just went and grabbed the tan and threw it on the coon and called it good. You're supposed to let it soak in hot water for 15 minutes. Yeah, well, I didn't know that. So, that's what I'm going to do. This dude on YouTube I just watched said about a pound of salt, so we'll grab a random amount. Oh, I finally got salt, y'all. Yeah. Well, I should have done this last night, but I didn't get the chance. And by the time I got the salt, I dried it out with baking soda. So, I kind of didn't really need. I mean, I still need the salt because I got 2 more deer hides, a fox, a groundhog, and I know a squirrel. So I'm going to get 2 of these bowls full. I think that'll be close enough. Okay, let's go throw these in the bucket. I believe the water's hot enough. I might need to cool that off a little. I'd say the water's hot enough, y'all. That's crazy. 120 some degrees. It's actually not even that hot. Oh, well, that's because I turned it up. But still. So they said a 5-gallon bucket of water. I'm gonna put just enough to where it or just enough to where it's covering up the coon. I think that's about all you need. Slowly going. It's at 97 now, so that's not bad. Yeah, that's about right. Well, I'm gonna fill up this bucket just enough, and then we'll throw the coon hide in there. Alright, y'all. Well, here comes the fun part: dissolving all the salt in there. This is gonna take a good little while, so. Well, I'll pick y'all back up. Well, hold on. Let's go ahead and dump this in for like salt. Lots and lots of salt. Okay. I'll pick y'all back up in about 3 days. About salty enough. Come here. You got the coon. Good God, that is salty. I think it's salty enough. Good God. No. That one's mine. Yours is over there. Well, what's happened when you got a coon dog, I guess. Let's go ahead and throw this in here. I think we are put it in here for like 15 minutes. Right. Let's go ahead and put it in there. 15 minutes. Let's do that. Alright, well, now we're going to spray all the salt and dishwasher soap on. I had a great idea, y'all. A big fan and the coon hide. It said it takes 2 hours for it to dry. I'm going to try to cut it down to 1. So, I might get it too dry. Might have to redo everything, but that's okay, I guess. So, I set a timer for an hour. Oh. Set a timer for an hour and come back in an hour. Well, we got all the solution on there. And what the guy said on YouTube, fold it and let it set for 12 to 16 hours. I'll be honest, I'm not going to get back in time, but I think it'll be okay. She said the drying period doesn't really start until you open up the hide. So that's what I'm hoping. But I can't wait to see what it looks like. I'm excited. Hopefully it works out good. I've done it before. I did an otter and it worked out really well. So hopefully this will do the same. But all we can do is wait. Alright, y'all, well, just got back. I'm a little bit tired. I didn't get in bed last night till about 2:30. We went coon hunting all night. And, well, we ran the fox pen too, so we turned loose there, and then we went coon hunting. Didn't tree none. I treed one dead tree, seen a bunch of possums. Glad we didn't tree none. Ricky over here, he was on a track last night, but he didn't do nothing with it. Come on, let's go. Yep. Now, we're gonna go see how this coon hide reacted to the solution. I'm nervous. You know how many times I've done this and it ain't worked? Lots. Get back. Okay. Okay, I'm happy. Because from what I've seen, most of the time, the solution is just something in puddles. So now, I'm gonna get some gloves real quick. Alright, y'all, up. I hung it up. I'm gonna let it dry for a few hours. Well, I say a few hours. I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna stretch it, let it dry, stretch it, let it dry, stretch it. And just slowly keep doing that while it's drying. So, that's all we can do, and it'll be ready in a little while. Alright, so, well, it's been a right good while since I fooled this coon hive, but I remember I watched this old guy on YouTube one time. He said, you need like something that's got a real round edge. So I'm gonna cut one of these saplings down with the saw, and then we'll use that. Yo, your boy Squirrely out here again with his coon hat. Nah, I was just joking, y'all. It ain't done yet. I just about got it stretched. Man, it's almost done. I mean, it's very close to tan. It's got to dry for a little bit, but it's like 9 o'clock. I gotta go to bed. I got school tomorrow. So, I'm gonna take it inside, and I'm gonna try to wake up at like 12 tonight and work on it for a few minutes to go back to bed. Because, well, I've been working on it for a good little while. I started this morning on it. Oh, yeah. Gotta get the hair all messy, you know what I'm saying? Well, been working on this since this morning since about 10 o'clock this morning. And, well, mostly just letting it dry and stuff. But this is tanned. The middle part's tanned. It's stretched, it's tanned. I mean, I'll have to stretch it more, but it's like, I mean, it's tanned for the most part because it's still got to dry some, but it really ain't much more drying to the middle. But the bottom is still quite wet, and the head is still quite wet too. But other than that, I mean, this middle part, that's what it's going to look like. That's the tan. So I'm really happy with it. I mean, as long as all of it comes together like the middle did and it stays soft like this is what I want. But it might be because it's still a little damp. But we'll have to see. Well, I'm going to work on it a little bit longer, and then I'm going to go up to the house and work on some videos for y'all. And hopefully finish up this one tomorrow. So I better post this one this Friday. Hopefully. But you never know. Alright, y'all, well, the coon hide has been tanned. Probably gonna need a pair of scissors here. Well, I know these are gonna cut good, so let's just get them. Need a tape measure, I do know that. Got the tape measure. Now we gotta measure my big old head. What are you doing, Rickster? Just got back from a dodgeball tournament, so measure my big old head. Mm. 20, I think it's 23 inches. I'm pretty sure that's what my cowboy has fitted to. 26 inches. Well, I need a 26-inch piece, so let's measure that. Alright, y'all, well, kind of forgot to record it, but I made a circle here, and now I'm going to take this razor blade, and I'm going to cut the circle out, so let's get to it. Alright, y'all, well, that's a start. Might just ruin the whole thing, but, you know, that's a start there. Now let's cut the rest. Finally finished cutting. Well, I made one bad cut. I think I can make up for it. It's not, I mean, it's not super bad. What is all over my face, God? Who knows? Well, we got all the cuts here. I'm gonna run through and brush everything after I get done with this so I get all the extra fur out. But, so now the hard part, sewing. I gotta find my sewing needle. I don't know where it's at, but it's a bigger needle. Or it might be easier to use one of these smaller needles. I have to test it out, but I'm gonna show you. All right, well, here will be like the top part. See, well, that's where I made the bad cut. I cut that too far. I should have rounded it. Like that I did better on, but I think I can make up for it. So I think when I fold this over kind of like that for the head piece, you don't really notice it. But I got the tail cut. I got this piece cut. And, well, actually this stuff tanned up fairly well. I had to run back through and run it over that little wooden thing right there that I made and this piece. So what I'm going to do is sew these two together, but where I sew them together at, I'm going to cover it up with this, the head, and I'm going to cover it up with the tail, so it won't really, you won't be able to. But when I used to do a little bit of taxidermy, I mean, I still do it now, but I don't do it as much. And, well, when I used to do that, my sewing jobs weren't the best on the taxidermy part. So that's one thing I just had to practice with, but I haven't gotten a little bit better on it, and to be honest, y'all, this is my first time ever tanning something and it actually come together very well. Like, I did an otter before that we caught in a trap. And, well, that one didn't turn out too well, I'll be honest. I mean, it turned out well. It was tan, but it wasn't soft at all. And, well, I got two foxes, a groundhog, and then 2 deer, I think, that I would like to tan. I might not even fool with the groundhog. Probably not going to fool with one of the foxes because all the fur came out of the tail, so I'll probably just pitch that. And the groundhog, I don't know. It's not a very good one as a female. And on the bottom didn't have much hair, so probably toss that one too. And the deer, I'll probably just do one of those. Because I don't know why I save them. I just do. It's habit, I guess. But I used to save all of them, and I would salt them all down and think that was tannin. It was fun back then, but now it's just, well, I don't really use them. Don't really need them, nothing. So either way, I reckon I pick y'all back up next time I try to sew this together, and I might do it tonight. I don't know. All right, y'all, what's happening? Let's get to sewing. Well, that was supposed to be really cool, but nothing worked out. Well, we got to get to sewing. I've learned very recently that my cuts are not exactly the same. Gonna be close enough. So we're gonna sew the two outside pieces together. Then we're gonna sew the top on. Last will be the tail. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. I'll pick y'all up slowly as we go on. All right, y'all. Well, sewing's like a second hand to me. Not really, but can y'all tell where I sewed it at? Well, you can if you look on the back, but if you look on the front, well, you can't really tell. You can tell if you look, but I brushed it in really good, and well. Oh, just enough. Just enough. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, it might not be enough. Oh. Okay, y'all. Not gonna lie. It's perfect. Like it's gonna be a little tight, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it'll be different after I sew it. But I thought I was going to cut some off. But I guess I trimmed the edges because the edges didn't tan very well, so I had to cut them. But he dropped his treat in between the pallet. I'm gonna go get it for him. I'll bring y'all along. Oh, Ricky, are you having problems? Don't. If you bite me, I'm gonna hurt you. Okay. Okay, there. He got it. Now he's going to feast. Well, I'm going to go ahead and sew this last little piece. All right, y'all. Well, we finished. It fits just right. Like, it's barely big enough. Well, this sewing job right here is a little bit harder doing it this way because all the fur got up in it somehow or another. So, I think I'm going to do it like this, and I'm going to put the tail right there where that bad sewing job is. Just make it a little bit easier. But the good sewing job will be right there in the front, which it kind of works out just perfect. Because the coon head, if everything goes as planned, the coon head will cover that up. And you won't ever really get to tell. So this is all real. And it's actually pretty comfortable. Might just make a headband out of it and not do the rest. But this is going to be a lot of sewing, and it's actually quite hard. It's a lot of work to get that needle through and back through. And I got to go all the way around on this hat, so this is going to take a good little while. So I'm going to go ahead and get to it, but pick y'all back up when I'm done. All right, y'all. Well, I think last time I picked y'all up, we was sewing the coon hide. Yeah, so, well, there's a collar. So, well, coon hat. Well, now it's kind of ended up in the box. There's half of it. There's the other piece of it. Ricky kind of had a little fun. Chicken, okay, I hear you. He kind of had a little fun with the tail, but the coon hide, I gotta figure out a better thing for this. My needle, it will do it, and it's really hard, but another thing is when I sew it, all this, you can see all this. I don't know how to do it and not be able to see all that. So I'm gonna have to figure it out. So that was a trial and error. It didn't work, but it was a lot of fun making this video. And don't forget to go check out my merch, first link down in the description. And I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year. And when I do that, when I hit 1,000 subs, I'm gonna do a big giveaway, merch drop, a couple of different things. And well, turkey seasons, I killed one already on Youth Day, and we got turkey season coming in. So y'all probably seen all the turkey hunt videos by the time I get this one out, but maybe not, maybe. I'll get this out before any turkey videos get out. I don't really know. I'm about 2, maybe 3 months behind on videos, so it's a lot. But hey, either way, well, I'm having fun making all these videos, and thank y'all so much for helping me out on the channel. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.